Hey guys, I'm Dane, and the summer patch has just hit. And I wanted to go over some of the changes for you guys, as I know there's a lot of people who doesn't particularly enjoy reading walls of text. And in general, the patch note is indeed just that, a wall of text. There's been a lot of tweaks, and I just want to go over the ones that I personally think is the most important ones to talk about, and make you guys aware about it, of course. There is a lot more to the patch notes than what I'm covering in today's video, but they are basically small tweaks here and there for fixing bugs, glitches, and preparing some of the items for the new night mode map. They are of course about the IRNV and the flare alongside the PLD gadget, where they basically increase the maximum view distance, tweak light sources brightness, and so on to all of these attachments and gadgets. Now, speaking about the Savant night mode map, here's what you have to do. You have to get the Night Mode Operations DLC in the Origin store to be able to play the Savant Night map. Don't worry, it's totally free. You just gotta go download it though. So just go into Origin store and type in Night Operations, and it will show up as a DLC for Battlefield 4. In case of misunderstandings and confusion, I will leave a link in the description below to the Night Operations DLC on Origin. Anyway, let's get through some of these changes. There's a lot, and as I said earlier, I'm not gonna cover all of them in this video, basically because a lot of them aren't worth mentioning. What I'm going to talk about is just what I find the most important changes and tweaks. So yeah, DICE has fixed, tweaked, or improved these things. A long time issue called the reload bug, the failed reload, and this has been in the game franchise for as long as I can remember. This is basically an issue where infantry weapons fail to reload properly, look like they did because of the animation, but really they didn't. They fixed player model bugs like constant kneeling, constant prone, facing a different direction than the player model actually is. They slowed the side-to-side movement of the player model from 0.4 to 0.35 to improve smoothness and less jerky movements. Great for tracking player movements, and it's a bit more forgiving on your aim. There's been improvement for rubber banding issues, and I have waited so long for these. They fixed bug with players' health displaying incorrect values if the player took damage while regenerating health. They've added a dog stat that tracks knife kills. I don't know why they hadn't put this in before, but oh well, better late than never I guess. They fixed an issue where the mobility hits will cause an unsalvageable stall in a jet. They've also fixed an issue where the jets would flip upside down in a jittery fashion when mobility hit. Lock-on missiles aren't as powerful now. Well, they're not supposed to be at least. Countermeasures against lock-on weapons are supposed to be more effective and consistent now. Turn rates for rockets have been reduced to stop instant 180s around the vehicle, as when popping ECM jammer and the missile does the dance of the dragon around you and often hits you anyway. The time to activate guidance systems have been reduced. Blast radius tweaks to reduce dusting. I don't know exactly what the tweaks are though, but it should dust a lot less now. They've changed missiles and rocket damage type from blast damage to impact damage. For example, using IR smoke in a tank causing a near miss will no longer damage your tank almost max damage from the blast of the near missed missile. They reduced the tracer effects for full auto weapons. So now it's every third bullet that produces a bullet tracer effect and not every single bullet as it was before. And they reduced the brightness, thickness, and length that could have been misunderstood, which I kinda did. Anyway, flashbangs, oh god, now have an effective angle of 145 degrees. Friendly flashbang is reduced to 0.6 seconds. It doesn't blind dead people. They've reduced the amount of flashbangs carried from 3 down to 2. Shielded players in vehicles will not be flashed, but in open siege vehicles they will. So tanks, LAVs, Amtrak drivers will not get flashed. It doesn't flash through objects and it only lives for 1.5 seconds instead of 10 seconds to avoid people from rooftops to throw it down and blind people below. And you can also face away and move beyond the point of the flashbang without getting flashed. The TV missiles does more damage to infantry now, and blast radius is 3 meters instead of the old 1.5 meters, and they've improved the steering as well, so it's more in line like the old TV missile. And oh god, I love this one. They've increased the draw distance and speed, only slightly, but they've done something to buff it, so hopefully this will make it kinda viable again. M15 anti-tank mines now have blinking red lights for improved visibility. I don't know if I like this or not. Sure, it helps tank players, but they make the gadget a bit less useful. But I guess they are only really visible in night mode maps with the red light, but I'm not really sure yet. They've decreased the headshot multiplier for revolvers, slugs, Desert Eagle from 2.35 to 2.13. This prevents pump action slugs from being able to one-hit kill at infinite range, and it keeps the Maslex one-hit kill headshot at ranges below 40 meters. The M26 Dart has an increased pellet count to 19 from 12 to bring it in line with the M26 mass. The L86 rifle have had its horizontal recoil reduced from 0.185 left and right to a 0.16 left and right. The RPK-74M renamed to just RPK, and the L96A1 sniper rifle has been renamed to L115. They've added vehicle sensitivity slider for all input devices on all platforms. So if you use a controller on PC, you can now control the sensitivity on that, and you can do that on consoles as well. And they've added new input curves for all vehicle turrets in the game. And the AN94 gets a bipod, which is unlocked by default. So yeah, these are the main changes that I thought was worth mentioning. Also to hint at some possible misunderstandings in the game, and just in general to keep you guys informed. In case you do want to read all of the changes and you don't mind a wall of text, I will put the link for the patch notes down in the description below, so don't forget to go and check them out if you really want to. Personally, I really like a lot of these changes. The reload bug fix, the improvements to the straw player model bugs improvement, flashbangs being fixed, reduced bullet traces, fixed issue with the health value being displayed incorrectly, improved jet mechanics when receiving a bullet mobility hit, the freaking dusting issue, and last but not least the balancing of lock-on rockets and missiles. Because as you might know, I hate them to death, and I can only imagine that everyday vehicle drivers and pilots feels like this too, if not even worse. So yeah, I hope this cleared stuff up a bit for you guys and you found it useful. As said, I only went over what I thought had a direct impact or improvement to the game. If you want to check out all of the tricks, you can go to the link in the description below. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more and future content on my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.